I paying attention not only to myself, but to what's happening outside of me, inside the world. And one thing for sure, it's a spiritual battle. It's not physical. And another thing, everybody and their mama, if you're black, but everybody and their mama, if you're white, are fighting. Have you noticed this? All over America and over the world, but I put America first. There's nothing but fights and arguments and emotions and upset. No one has perfect peace except those men and women who are now working on themselves to overcome the fallen state. But have you noticed there is no peace in the world, and yet you look to the world for peace? Everybody in the world look to the world for peace, and they never find it, but they keep looking to the world for peace. They look to education for peace. They look to religion for peace. They look to hating one another for peace. They look to believing in words for peace. And they look to jobs for peace. They can't find it anywhere. And no one is satisfied. Have you ever wondered in your own life, why can't you be satisfied? Satisfaction. And I try, and I try, and I try. I can't get no satisfaction. And I try. You can't get any satisfaction. Have you noticed that? It doesn't matter how many times you get married or date or stay single or how much money you have, how many friends you have, where you live, your job, your color, male or female, transgender, whatever you call yourself. You can't get no satisfaction. Think about that. It doesn't matter how many Bible you read or anything, or how many times you go and lift up holy hands, or you go down to the front of the church and accept Jesus, or you drunk as a bastard. You still can't get no satisfaction. It doesn't matter how popular you are, unpopular you are. It doesn't matter how much revenge you try to get against others and yourself. You have no satisfaction. It doesn't matter how many people around you, how many groups you join because you're afraid to stand alone. You can't get no satisfaction. Have you noticed that? And you're never satisfied. Well, I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to stay that way. I'm here to tell you, you can have perfect peace in this crazy world. Really? You can have perfect peace in this crazy world. It doesn't matter if you're the president of the United States. Donald Trump and the anchor baby are the only one that have peace on earth because they have that real energy, God's nature. You can have peace right here. But it doesn't matter. Even if you're the first lady of the president of the United States, you're the first lady of the United States because you're married to the president of the United States. You know, I want to show you Michelle Obama. She has no peace. And she was the first lady at one time of the United States of America. I don't know if I ever heard a first lady, ex-first lady or present first lady complain about not having enough. Big Mama Michelle Obama is the first one I heard. And so my first thought was, is it because she's black? Even when you're black, you want DEI? You want welfare? You want something? Michelle Obama, Big Mama Michelle, the wife to, whatever name. What's his name? Barack, the fallen Messiah Barack. As First Lady of the United States of America, Big Mama Michelle was still not happy. Talk about DEI, huh? You can't get enough DEI. You can't get enough reparation. You cannot get enough affirmative action. You want more. And even as First Lady of the United States of America, the greatest country on this side of heaven, I hear, she still is not happy. Watch this. Michelle Obama discussed how hard it just is hard on the black woman in America, even as First Lady. What do y'all think about this? Really? Am I the only one? I heard, I think I heard this on the Anchor Baby show yesterday, or maybe that thing where this white woman called a little kid the N-word. I know I heard that too. But what do y'all think that Big Mama Michelle was the first lady of the United States of America, living in the White House, and everything is handed to you? You don't have to cook, wash dishes, wash diapers, dress your own, anything if you don't want to. And she was still not happy. Big Mama Michelle Obama discussed how hard it was to make ends meet. That doesn't sound black. In the White House. And she still tried to make ends meet. Lord, have mercy. It's so hard to make ends meet. I need some more DEI. I need affirmative action. I need reparation. Reparation now, reparation forever. Michelle Obama discussed how hard it is to make ends meet. It was to make ends meet as First Lady living in the White House. Watch this from X.
It's expensive to live in the White House. As many people don't know. I mean, much is not covered. You're paying for every bit of food that you eat. You're not paying for housing and the staff in it, but everything, even travel. If you're not traveling with the president, if your kids are coming on a Bright Star, which is the First Lady's plane, we had to pay for their travel to be on the plane. It is an expensive proposition, and you're running for 2 years and not earning an income.
And a little bit more to that. Isn't that amazing? I wonder where she sent the extra food. Was she talking about the extra rib she ate? Maybe we didn't pay for the extra ribs. We just paid for the normal meal. Big Mama Michelle Obama, she black, complaining that she could not make ends meet in the White House. What ends? We were paying for everything, Big Mama. And maybe she should have had her mama living up in the White House. We were supposed to take care of her mama, too. Mama, can you help me? Mama, can you hear me? Big Mama never satisfied. It's hard to satisfy the black woman in America. And I heard that, I don't know, but it's being reported that the Father Messiah value went up thousands of dollars once he became president. He started to finally worth something as president. Not that he was a good president, but just that his value went up because he was president. And Big Mama complaining. I'm being told by Hake of the Hake Report, Monday through Friday. He said that Hake remember when Hillary said they were broke or something after Bill's term. Hillary Clinton, we came out of the White House dead broke. That's from Real Clear Politics 2014, that she was in debt. I never heard anybody complain leaving the White House. It was hard. Quiet as it kept. It was hard in the White House. We ain't got no money. What do y'all think about that? I really want to know. Are you saying, oh, yeah, I understand? Or are you saying, what the? And what do you think about Big Mama Michelle saying that she is transitioning? I wouldn't be using that word if I were her. But what do you think? Here's Michelle, I guess she's on X. Is this X? On X, saying that she is transitioning. Watch this.
And at this phase of my life, I'm in therapy right now because I'm transitioning. You know, I'm 60 years old. I've finished a really hard thing in my life with my family intact. I'm an empty nester. My girls are in, they've been launched. And now for the first time, as I've said before, every choice that I'm making is completely mine. I now don't have the excuse of, well, my kids need this or my husband needs that or the country needs that. So how do I think about this next phase? And let me get some help. Let me unwind some old habits. Let me sort through some old guilt that I've been carrying around. Let me talk about how my relationship with my mother has affected how I think about things.
So I know Satan told you she's transitioning in another way, but she meant from, I believe, it appears that she meant like from being the first lady, I guess married, having children. She like going through a different phase in her life. All right, y'all, calm down. I know she big mama, but she not what all y'all thinking. All right, transitioning can be more than one word or one thing.